8 hours. Every single day. Gone. You didn't choose it. You can't skip it. You just lose it. That's a third of your entire life spent unconscious. Now here's a thought that'll mess with you. What if that just stopped? What if tomorrow humans simply didn't need sleep anymore? Your first reaction is probably amazing. Yay! 8 free hours every day for the rest of your life. But stay with me, because the more you think about this, the stranger it gets. Picture waking up one morning, except you never actually woke up because you never went under. You just kept going. No alarm, no groggy confusion, no "that was a weird dream" feeling. Just continuous, uninterrupted consciousness, day after day after day. Sounds incredible, right? Here's the part nobody talks about. It might not be. The math feels amazing until it doesn't. Let's start with the obvious. 8 hours a day times 365 days. That's nearly 3,000 hours a year, handed back to you for free. Learn a language, start a business, travel more, sleep in a hammock. Wait, no, you can't do that anymore. The point is, you'd have so much more time. But here's the thing about time. It only feels like more when other people don't have it too. If nobody needs sleep, those 8 hours stop being a bonus. They become the new baseline. Your boss has them. Your competition has them. Everyone does. Suddenly, a 12-hour workday doesn't seem unreasonable. A 16-hour one? Maybe. Because why not? You've got the hours. So instead of gaining freedom, you might just be handing the world a reason to expect more from you. Right now, night has a job. It quiets everything down. Streets empty, lights go off, the world takes a breath. Not because anyone decided that, but because humans get tired. And when humans stop moving, the whole world slows with them. Take that away, there's no quiet hour anymore. Cities run at full speed all the time. Your neighbor's music at 3 a.m.? Reasonable. He's not tired. Why would he stop? The construction outside your window? Still going at 4 a.m. Why wouldn't it be? Imagine a world where nothing ever fully pauses. No off switch. Ever. That's not exciting. That's relentless. Sleep gives your day a shape. You wake up, you live, you go to bed. That's a beginning, a middle, an end. It's like a chapter closing every night. Without sleep, when does your day actually end? You just roll from one moment into the next, endlessly. Tuesday bleeds into Wednesday, bleeds into Thursday. No break, no reset, no moment where you can say, okay, that day is done. And here's the strange part. Psychologists actually know that defined endings make experiences feel more meaningful. The reason a song hits harder right before it ends, or why a trip feels more special on the last day. We need things to close to appreciate that they happened. Without sleep, life might start to feel like a movie that never stops playing. You're watching, but nothing ever resolves. The part that actually makes you uneasy. Okay, this one's the unexpected one. We don't sleep just to rest our bodies. We sleep to process. Every night while you're out, your brain is quietly sorting through the day. Emotions you didn't deal with? Filed. Memories you want to keep? Strengthened. The weird anxiety from that awkward conversation at work? Processed. Released. Dreams are your brain's cleanup crew, running in the background, sorting the mess. Without them, where does it all go? It doesn't disappear. It just stays. Think about the times you couldn't sleep for a few nights running, how sharp everything felt, how small things felt bigger than they should. Now imagine that's just permanent. Every thought you've ever had, still sitting there, no filter, no processing, just accumulating. That might not make you smarter. It might make you fragile in ways we don't even have words for yet. Almost every big idea in human history happened at the edge of sleep. Paul McCartney woke up one morning with a melody in his head. He was so sure he'd heard it somewhere before, he spent weeks asking people, "Is this already a song?" It wasn't. His brain had made it. Overnight, while he was gone. That song was Yesterday, one of the most recognized pieces of music ever written, created while he was unconscious. Einstein used to nap in a chair holding a spoon. The moment he drifted off, the The spoon would drop, the noise would wake him, and he'd catch whatever thought was forming at the border of sleep. He called it the most creative moment of his day. Not the lab, not the equations, the edge of unconsciousness. Now imagine a world where that edge doesn't exist anymore. No drifting off, no half-asleep breakthroughs, just constant, fully awake, fully alert thinking. Sounds productive, but some of the best ideas humans ever had came from the part of the brain that only wakes up when the rest of you shuts down. Without sleep, we might still be smart, but we might stop being inspired. Even nature needs a pause. Here's the part that really gets you. It's not just humans. Dolphins sleep with one half of their brain at a time. One side rests, the other stays awake to keep swimming. Birds on long migrations catch microsleeps mid-flight. Mid-flight. Even trees have a rest cycle. At night, their branches actually droop slightly. Scientists call it a kind of sleep. The whole living world, from the smallest insect to the largest mammal, has some version of this. A pause, a reset, a moment of not doing. That's not a coincidence. That's a pattern so deep it runs through almost every living thing on the planet. Which makes you wonder, what if rest isn't a weakness that evolution just hasn't fixed yet? What if it's actually the feature? What if pausing is what makes complex life possible in the first place? A sleepless human might not be an upgraded human. It might be something that was never meant to exist. The small things that would disappear. Okay, back to Earth for a second. Let's talk about coffee. Not just the drink, the ritual. The reason millions of people make a cup every single morning isn't purely about caffeine. It's a signal. The day is starting. I'm waking up. Here we go. Without sleep, there's no waking up moment. No good morning. No slow first hour where the world feels soft before it gets loud. Breakfast disappears too. Not the food, but the meaning of it. That specific calm of eating before the day has fully started. Or think about Sunday mornings. That particular feeling of having nowhere to be yet. Of still being half in a dream. Of the weekend feeling like it belongs to you. All of that only exists because sleep draws a line. Before and after. Without it, Sunday morning feels exactly like Tuesday afternoon. There's no texture to time anymore. Just one long, flat, endless now. And humans, it turns out, need texture. We need the feeling that some moments are different from others. That's not biology. That's something closer to what makes us human. The shift you didn't see coming. Now here's the twist. We've been assuming that sleep is the limitation, the thing holding us back. But what if it's actually the structure that holds everything together? Think about music. Music isn't just the notes. It's the silence between them. Take away the pauses, and you don't have music anymore. You just have noise. Sleep is the silence. It's not lost time. It's the thing that makes your waking hours actually feel like something. The reason a good morning feels different from a bad one. The reason weekends exist. The reason there's such a thing as a fresh start. Without it, you don't get more life. You get the same life, just stretched into one continuous, undifferentiated blur. The ending. So, what if humans never needed sleep? We'd gain time. That part's true. But we'd lose rhythm. We'd lose endings. We'd lose the quiet. We'd lose the part of us that processes everything we go through. And maybe most importantly, we'd lose the feeling that time is actually passing. There's something almost sacred about the fact that every single day, the whole world has to stop. Not because we choose to, but because we have to. And maybe that's not a flaw. Maybe that's the thing that keeps life from feeling like an endless hallway with no doors.